Alright, still monkeying around with the strange lighting here in my living room. And, oh well, we'll hope for the best. This is called a Tisco tulip. These come out in the late 50s and 60s. And they were built by a company called Tisco. And doing some work on this one. I don't know if you can tell or not, but the bridge piece here where the strings go in has been put on backwards. So I'm going to have to take all the strings off and redo that. This isn't the original bridge and tail piece. This is a replacement bridge off of an old 60s model acoustic guitar, adjustable. I don't know why this was put on here, but it's on here. And this isn't the original tailpiece. It's steel. I don't know what it came off of, so I don't recognize it. But this isn't the original Tisco. The original Tiscos had a thing with a spring, kind of like a tremolo arm, that mounted on top. Real hard to keep in tune. And somebody has replaced the whole bridge and tailpiece with this. This is also on upside down. This should be facing this direction. As you can tell by this gap in here. So again, I'm going to have to take the whole neck off and flip that back over the way it goes. It's got, again, the Armin style pickup in it from that era. One pickup, volume, tone control. I got to replace this jack. It works. I've recorded with it actually, with this guitar. A couple of songs with it. As you can see, these were real thin and real light. They had a big old powerful tone though when you hook them up to an amp, so they sound really cool. The reason they called them the tulip, well, obviously you can see by the shape. It's shaped kind of like a tulip. It's got these little vine or flowery looking design on the pick guard. These were called the Tisco tulips. There was at one time a metal thing that said Tisco here, and it's been removed. As with the case, if you find these days, a lot of them, they don't have the thingies there. This has the original tuners, of course, which I think is cool. I haven't got it hooked up to an amp, so I don't know how good that sounds without it being hooked up. They had these really neat Fender style necks on them. Real big and fat. Plenty of room for your fingers. Wide fretboard, of course. Kind of like the old Harmonies had. So that means this dates back, you know, fairly old. Fairly early instrument. Thought I'd show that to y'all. It's a real neat piece. This was in danger of being thrown away, put in the trash. And a buddy of mine had it and offered it to me about a year and a half, 2 years ago. I said, oh no, don't throw that away, let me have it. If you look on eBay for these, they go for about anywhere between $350 to $600. This one's in pretty good shape. They're a rare bird. What happened a lot of times is these would be bought as stocking stuffers for Christmas, given to an 8 or 7-year-old kid who would use it for a horsey or a baseball bat, club their little sisters with it, things like that. So these oftentimes wound up pretty much destroyed, which is a shame. There's not many of them left. Honestly, I think they sold for anywhere from $15 to $25 brand new. Now they're worth a mint as collectibles. Again, this isn't for sale. You know, none of my stuff is for sale. Just kind of bored making some videos. Thought I would show y'all a few of the pieces in my collection. I've got a real extensive collection of rare guitars, early guitars. It's a pretty cool setup. One of these days I'll make a video of me and my drums. I got to move my furniture out of my living room so I can set my drum kit up. I've got a complete drum kit. I just have to set it up. Lots of cymbals and everything, you know. Everybody usually sees me sitting behind one bass drum, but I actually do play some drums, and I actually do have a full drum set. Several, actually. Set up my keyboards, maybe play out some keyboard music on video. That'd be fun. I'm going to show off some of my guitars on some videos over the next day or two, maybe a week or two, who knows. Eventually I'll show you my amplifier collection. I've got probably the world's coolest set of 60s and 70s model PV amplification. I've got PV Renowns, PV Heritages, PV Bandits, PV Decades, Pacer. I've got some of the old PVPA equipment, a lot of old PVPA equipment. I've got the big, huge, monstrous SP3 speakers. I've got those really cool, tall PVPA cabinets that have the Motorola horns in them. Lots of the early PV stuff that was made in Meridian, Mississippi. Got a couple of old PV mixing boards that are just awesome. They sound great. When I get time and the energy, set all that junk up, make videos of it. You know, I like to think sometimes when I'm collecting these old amps and old guitars, because there's so few of them left, that it does serve a purpose. I like to think that I'm preserving this stuff, you know, because let's face it, they're crushing all the great cars. Most of the really awesome guitars are just getting really fewer and fewer between, like the T15s and T25 PV guitars. People are buying them and making video game controllers out of them. I think that's a shame. Those are American-made instruments, very high quality. People are destroying them, making game controllers for Guitar Hero out of them. So I'm collecting as many of those type of things as I can, these, obviously. And, well, just thought I'd show you this one. It's a pretty cool old piece. It's a Tisco Tulip from the 60s, early to mid 60s model. This thing here is called a string tree. What this does is it tension the strings downward, so you have more tension here, adding to the sustain and vibration. When I get time, I'll hook it up maybe and show you what it sounds like plugged into an amp. There's a couple of pieces on the videos that we've recorded and made the little videos with that you can find on this YouTube channel, the Ches Allen YouTube channel. Just scroll all the way down to where you start seeing the words Roskilde, Denmark, and you'll find a lot of recordings that we've done with the digital recording studio. That we just put a bunch of pictures on and stuff and made videos of so we can get our music online. It's just me and Brian. Most of it's just me even. So a lot of it has Brian on there. He plays the banjo on most all of the recordings. Some of the recordings I played banjo on. He's a much better banjo player than I am. So he played the banjo on a lot of that stuff. Check it out, Tisco Tulip, really cool old instrument. This is what one looks like. They're pretty rare birds now. They used to be, you used to get to see these all over the pawn shops, and garage sales, and flea markets. Nowadays you can't find them at all. You see one or two on eBay every now and then, and they're asking like a real big price for them, which is pretty cool that I even have one. Like I said, it was in danger of being thrown in the garbage can, and I acquired it because of that. And a buddy of mine had it, asked me if I wanted it. He thought I was going to take it and make a cigar box guitar out of the neck. That obviously is not what I'm going to do. This is a really cool old piece. Any of y'all out there, if you come across one of these, or a Harmony Bobcats, or anything like that, hey, I'm on the market for that kind of stuff. So, you know, contact me. I like to hold on to these. One of these days I'm going to probably have a place again where I can display the stuff, hang it up, and let people come in and just look at stuff. You know, a lot of the things I have here are literally museum pieces. I have stuff that's way over 100 years old now. It's a shame that it's not being shown to the public. That's, after all, why I'm making these silly little videos, right? Teascoat tulip, really cool old thing. If you get a chance to pick up one and play it sometime, do so. It's got the really cool de-arming style pickup in it and everything. You yell into it and your voice come out of your amp, you know, that kind of thing. They got a cool tone though, especially for stuff like this newer heavy metal stuff. These things sound really good on it. Hey, it's a good sounding old thing, you know. I like them. Y'all have a good one. I'll be back shortly.